Phil Pustiovsky here. I want to give you a real estate forecast that you can count on. Now, I am not a futurologist. I can't tell the future, but I can tell you something that is so fundamentally simple and you can count on to be affecting the real estate market for years to come. And that's one simple thing called supply and demand. The supply of properties out there that are for sale or will be for sale in the next couple of years is going to be larger than the demand. That's just the way it is, and here's why. First of all, there's a large amount of inventory already on the market, right? There's already a lot of properties for sale. There are normal sales, there are foreclosures, there are short sales. There are lots of properties on the market right now. All you have to do is pull up your local MLS to see them all. There's also a hidden set of properties. We call it shadow inventory. What's shadow inventory? Shadow inventory are those properties that may be on the market soon or will be going on the market but aren't there yet. An example of a piece of shadow inventory would be properties that banks have foreclosed on, what we call REOs, but are not yet on the market. The banks may be holding them back, haven't sold them yet. Another example would be any property that's in pre-foreclosure. It hasn't foreclosed on yet, but it's getting there. Another example is any property that may be behind on payments. Plus, you have to throw into the mix the fact that a lot of properties are upside down even right now. You know, right now there's a lot of properties that owe more than the house is worth. So that's a lot of different elements of shadow inventory. We're talking millions and millions and millions of properties in the shadow inventory department. What's that mean? When you get all this stuff together, right? You put it all together, you got this gigantic amount of inventory and not nearly as many buyers. Well, it doesn't take a degree from the Wharton School of Economics to know that that means real estate prices are going to stay down, right? It means that real estate prices and the real estate market in general is going to stay depressed for years to come. That is not a bad thing, though. Listen carefully. Warren Buffett once said, he said that you want to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Well, when in your lifetime have you ever seen people more fearful of real estate? I mean, the fear of what if they buy a property and it'll go down in value tomorrow. There's a lot of fear surrounding real estate. Now is the time to be greedy. Now is the time to start gobbling up properties. The smart people are. The smart people are gobbling up real estate because at the same time that real estate prices are depressed, interest rates are low too. That's a surprising little mix. So that means you can buy real estate at low interest rates that you borrow the money for, and you can build an inventory of wonderful properties that cash flow. You can buy properties and resell them. And in subsequent videos and in subsequent trainings, you can see you'll see exactly how we go about the process of making money. But right now, just when we talk about the real estate forecast, it's this. While there's continued to be more inventory or more supply than demand, you're going to continue to see real estate prices stay down. That's for years to come. So as a real estate investor, that means you need to be very well versed in short sales, foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, anything surrounding that general realm. Okay, and there's a lot of things you can do with those deals. I mean, you could negotiate a short sale, resell it for a profit. You could take over a pre-foreclosure subject to. You could do a lease purchase. There's a lot of different ways to make money as it relates to those deals. There's a lot of different strategies, different ways and techniques you can do it. But at the same time, you need to know how those deals work because that's where the money is going to be for years to come. That doesn't matter even if the unemployment drops to zero, even if the economy just explodes upward, none of that's going to change the fact that there's tons of inventory and it's going to need to get flushed out. Now, one of the interesting things about this is inventory is continuing to grow. Now, the builders have stopped building for the most part, but that doesn't mean that shadow inventory isn't continuing to grow because people are continuing to fall behind on payments. People are continuing to let properties go to foreclosure. And banks simply can't sell their current inventory fast enough to keep up with the new stuff coming in. So when's it all going to stop? Now, I don't know that. I'm not going to be able to tell you that, but I can say for the next couple of years, you are going to see real estate continuing to stay down. It's going to stay in the doldrums. But now's the time to be greedy, as Warren Buffett would say. Now's the time to get in the game, because when you do that, you are setting yourself up to be the next millionaire, the next billionaire. This is when the big players are made, right here and right now. So now's the time to take action. Now's the time to jump on this incredible opportunity. And that is, real estate is at a bargain. It's a bargain right now. So jump on it and jump on some of our other trainings. Take a look at what we're doing. I'm sure there's probably a link maybe below this video to take you somewhere where you can learn even more about what we're doing. And again, I appreciate you being on this training and learning how to really make more money in this environment. I'm Phil Pustiowski, and I'll talk to you soon.